Hello students and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Shri Gyan Manjari Vidyapith for the students of Standard 10, in which we are learning the subject of social science. Students, we had started with chapter number 18, that is price rise and consumer awareness since last few lectures. Let us take a quick recap of what we have learned in chapter number 18. This is the 8th lecture for price rise and consumer awareness. We have completed one part of the chapter, that is price rise. We had started with consumer awareness. Let us see what we have learned in consumer awareness. First thing is, who is a consumer? First thing, it should be decided who a consumer is, right? So we learned the definition of consumer. These are legal definitions because such matters related to buying and selling or buying products, uh, any other thing from market, you're paying money. So all this becomes legal proceedings. And if your rights are violated somewhere, if uh, the seller has cheated you in any way, so you take them to the court. So these are court matters. So we should properly know who a consumer is. Then the difference between a customer and a consumer that we looked about. Consumer awareness and consumer protection was the next topic that we went across. What is the consumer? What is awareness? Consumer awareness and ways in which consumer is exploited, that we learnt later. Reasons for consumer exploitations, we saw lots of reasons why a consumer is exploited, and then we saw about the laws at international level, at national levels, that are made to for the protection of the consumer. These all things we learnt up till now in consumer awareness. Now let us go ahead. Legislation concerning consumer right. Legislation, that is the laws that help protect the consumer, that is called legislation. Following provisions have been made in the Consumer Protection Act that we learnt earlier to provide protection to the consumer. The Consumer Protection Act has given several provisions. That means lots of provisions are there under which the customer becomes protected. Uh, these provisions can be broadly classified as two. First is provision of consumer service, and next is provision for rights to the consumer. Two types, broadly divided into two ways. The provisions. One provision is for consumer services. Another provision is giving rights to the consumer. Now, let us learn the first one, that is provision for consumer service. In terms of commodity, a consumer is one who has legal protection and could be any one of the following. A consumer should have legal protection because he is a consumer. That is why he should have legal protection, right? He is not overcharged, yes, or excessive or exorbitant money is not taken from him. The thing he is buying, he has paid the worth of it, right? So uh, it comes into the legal form. So in terms of commodity, a consumer is one who has legal protection and could be any one of the following, that is a person who has made the payment, right? We took the example, your father pays for everything right now, yes? So a person who has made payment, your father has already paid it, or promised to make payment. Yes, sometimes we just buy the things. For example, you go to the grocery store, you just because uh, you pay to them monthly and not on a day-to-day basis. So you have promised to pay that I'm taking the goods, and at the end of the month will clear the bill. So he has promised to make payment or has agreed for any offered mode of payment in lieu of purchase. Yes, these are all legal. These are all legal language, right? That is run in the court. Is we'll just simplify it. You day to day, you go to the grocery shop and you buy things, but you don't pay. What you do is you pay at the end of the month. Suppose that bill comes to 2000 rupees. Now there can be several ways in which you can pay. You can pay cash, you can pay check, nowadays online transfer also, uh, through banks or with the help of debit card, credit card, that is plastic money. There are lots of ways and modes of payment. So you have agreed upon any mode of payment in lieu of the purchase of any commodity or service, then you are called a consumer. Yes, this is the definition of consumer, because either you have paid or you have promised to pay, or you are paying in any way preferred by you or by the person from whom you have bought. The person who pays the value of the product either in the form of installment or by hire purchase system, or hires a service or receives a service, is called a consumer. Now there are lots of types of commodities in the market, lots of types of services, right? So that also should be included where you are the consumer. Yes, there is a function in the family, there is a marriage in the family, and you have taken services of lots of people. For example, you take the services of the catering people, you take the services of the mandap laga the decoration wala, right? You have taken lots of other services. Yes, there you are taking services. You are not taking everything home. You pay for that decoration, and after the function, the decoration people, they come and take away all their things, and you just have to pay for the services, the efforts that they have done to help you celebrate your function very well. So the person who pays the value of the product, if you are buying a product directly, you are buying a refrigerator, you are paying for the product either in the form of installment, right? You bought a car, your father bought a car and he bought it on installment. So what happens is he has agreed upon paying it in bits and pieces, not together wholesome, right? So he has promised that, that way also. Or hire purchase system. Hire purchase system is you hire services. Suppose you take a taxi and go to some other city nearby, yes, for a function, etc. So you take the car for 1 or 2 days, you are hiring the car, right? At the end of the journey, when you come back home, you got to pay for the hire that you had, or for the services that you have taken. Then also you are a consumer. However, now who cannot be called a consumer? If a person sells further a purchased product for business or commercial purpose, or provides free of cost services or the services under personal service agreement, then such a person is neither covered under this legislation nor will be protected. Now sometimes for business purposes people buy, say, generators. People buy generators. Now generators should be for personal use or for office use, right? In school we have generator, right? So when we do not have the power supply, we can have our own power supply, right? That is for individual use of the school. But we see in many functions, yes, a function के बीच में light चला जाए, then it's not good. So we hire a generator, right? So the generator will be on standby. Yes, as and when we feel that the lighting is not proper, sufficient, yeah, power is not sufficient, or there are chances that power cut will be there, then we can have generator for standby, right? So the person who is hiring that generator to you, who has given you the generator on hire, he has purchased the generator, but then he is giving the services to you, then he cannot be covered under that legislation, because he has purchased for business, commercial purpose, or provides free of cost service or services under personal service agreement. Yes, I buy from someone and then I again sell it to someone, then that someone is not covered, because he didn't buy it from the agency, he didn't buy it from the company, he has bought from somewhere else. So that person cannot become a consumer, right? Now that also in legal manners, that also can be handled, right? Under personal service agreement, then such a person is not covered under this legislation, so he cannot be covered. The objective of this law is to see that consumers get the product or services of right quality. This is the essence of the provisions. That means what is the objective of the provision? का objective ये है that whatever product or service you take, you get of good quality. The law also sees that interest of the consumers are protected. Thus, as per the provision, if the quality or quantity of goods or services is improper, or if the decided terms of sales are not fulfilled, or if the product is defective, then the consumer can file a complaint under consumer protection law. The main benefit, the main objective is that the consumer should not be cheated because he has paid the price of that product. So, what are the things covered over here? That quality of the goods should not be improper. Then he can go to the court, right? हम रेफ्रिजरेटर किस लिए लेते हैं? ताकि अंदर खाने पीने का सामान ठंडा रहे, and it protects from being stale, right? So such products we keep it in the refrigerator. लेकिन रेफ्रिजरेटर दिन में चलता है, रात में बंद हो जाता है, या रात में चलता है, दिन में बंद हो जाता है, या कभी चलता है, कभी नहीं चलता. A new refrigerator, then we are not getting the quality of what we paid for, right? Or the product is defective. In this case, refrigerator, the product is defective. Or if the decided terms of sales are not fulfilled, whatever the terms that were decided by the buyer and seller, they are not fulfilled, right? Then you can certainly go to the court by filing a complaint under consumer protection law. Now, this is very, very important provisions for rights to the consumer. Yes, one thing to remember over here that happens in the constitution also, rights हमेशा कम होते हैं, duties हमेशा ज़्यादा होती है. So here also same thing happens. If rights are there, duties are also there, right? So because rights and duties, they are two sides of the same coin, right? So remember, जितने rights है उससे duties ज़्यादा होगी, and हमारे लिए तो we need the marks for the answer that we write. So provisions related to the rights of consumers to save consumers from immoral activities, like which are the ways in which the consumer is cheated? Under measurement. Yes, 1 किलो बोल के 700 ग्राम देते हैं, 1 मीटर बोल के सिर्फ 90 सेंटीमीटर देते हैं. So that is under measurement. Adulteration, mix up. Yes, 1 लीटर तेल लेते हैं तो उसमें 900 ml सही होता है, 100 ग्राम की मिलावट होती है. Then that is adulteration. Duplication, आपको डुप्लीकेट सामान दे दिया या फेक सामान दे दिया. Yes, सोनी का टीवी बेचा लेकिन सिर्फ बाहर बाहर का खोखा सोनी का है, अंदर जो है it's not working properly because the components are not original Sony. Cheating, looting in prices, 20 रुपए का सामान 25 रुपए में, that is called looting in prices. And corruption. Yes, the government has given certain rights to the consumer under Consumer Protection Act. Yes, now let us see the rights. Due to these laws, producers and traders maintain uniformity and transparency in prices, quantity and quality of products. Because of these laws, the producers, they are afraid of the law. Because the law is there, then they can be booked under cheating the customers in one way or another, or exploiting the consumers in one way or another, because the presence of the law is there. So rather than getting entangled in the law and shutting down their business or harming their business, they will be more uniform. That means the whole of the structure will be quite transparent, so that the consumer feels free to approach them, proper replies given. If there is a problem of the product, then the product can be replaced, or repairing of the product can be done. So all these things are done because the law is present. So they will maintain uniformity, they will have transparency in their transactions, in their price, quantity and quality of the product cannot be compromised, because they know people will take them to the court, right? So the consumers have been given the following rights. First thing is right to safety. What is right to safety? We take the प्रोडक्ट ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेटर ऑफ और टीवी यस तो टीवी को हाथ रेफ्रिजरेटर खोलने गए और शॉक लग गया दैट मीन्स द प्रोडक्ट is not good, right? Because we shouldn't feel an electric shock when we touch the refrigerator. It becomes the duty of the producer, right, to keep the safety of the people in mind, right? So they did not make their product good enough, and that is how we got an electric shock. So right to safety. Consumer has the right to seek protection if the commodity or services he purchased is dangerous or harmful to his health. तो बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें कवर हो जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी फाइंड एडल्ट्रेशन, एडल्ट्रेशन होता है, मिलावट होती है, that is harmful for our health because we consume the food that is prepared with that adulterated food stuff, right? So there also, अभी बात किया रेफ्रिजरेटर का, right? So there also our safety is the primary concern of the producer. This right assures consumers good health and also maintains the physical environment. Right to get information. Right to get information, the consumer should have information about quality, quantity, capacity, purity, class, standard, usage, price, etc. the commodity or services. आप कोई भी प्रोडक्ट लेते हो तो उसके साथ में एक हैंडबुक आता है, right, which has in detail all the essentials that are covered for that product. Yes, उसका dimension कितना है, उसका capacity कितना है, right, all that is has to be mentioned over there. That is coming under this right to information. If you are buying the product, you have the right to get complete information about that product. Then this helps them to get protection in the market against malpractice or unfair trade practices. Yes, so if they are selling fake products, then they cannot give the information, right? So the consumer gets protected because he is going to ask, भाई इसका बाकी का documents वगैरह कहाँ है? Then say नहीं, document नहीं आता तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए because I don't know whether this is real or actual or the fake one, right? So in this way the consumer gets protection under right to get information. The third one, when the consumer has the right to information, he gets encouraged to use it and save himself for exploitation. He can read it himself. He can know himself what are the different information that is covered for the particular product that I have bought. The consumer can get information from label of the packet, packing, advertisement, price list, advertisement and report released by the government, etc. All this information we find on the box, the container, or in which the product is kept, right? Price has to be mentioned, number of units in that particular box has to be mentioned, right? Say even if we purchase a strip of tablets, yes, 10 या 12 tablets होता है, so everything is mentioned over there. कब manufacture हुआ, कौन सा batch number है, what's the retail price, what is the price the customer has to pay, right? Everything is written over there. MRP लिखी रहती है. Yes, and on that same packet you will also find the ingredients. What are the what is the composition of that one tablet? Yes, so in that way complete information is available to him. Yes, so in this way, if it's the right of the consumer to get information. Third one, right to choose. Consumer has the right to access a variety of goods at competitive rates, choosing commodity or service which could earn maximum profit and has good quality. He has a right to choose. Now, where in some product monopoly is there, only that particular product is available in the market, there is no other competition, then we do not have a right to choose. It also means that the shopkeeper or the seller cannot force him to take a particular product, right? Because we have a right to choose, right? So if we have a right to choose, then objective of the right to choose is to confirm reasonable price satisfactory if competition is not there in the market. The same product is produced by 10 different companies, so we have a right to choose which of the 10 company is giving us the best product at reasonable price, right? And it is profitable to us in terms of say one product can be used for 2 years, but somebody else's product can be used for 3 years. Yes, so because the quality of that product is good and the price is also reasonable, so here we have a right to choice. Consumer has the freedom to choose such a commodity which is most convenient to him. Nobody can force on him. Next is right to be heard or right to represent. This is a very, very important right, and it should be there in your answer. All the points, all the rights have to be mentioned, but this is quite an important one. Right to be heard. Now you bought a product, you already paid for it. After sales services are completely absent. Yes, you're getting exploited because some faulty product has been given to you and then nobody is listening to you. Neither the shopkeeper, nor the dealer, nor the producer, nobody is listening to you. Yes, वो आपने पैसा दिया, हमने सामान बेचा, वो हमको पता नहीं है, right? काम कर गया तो आपका, नहीं काम कर, no, that is not the way it works. So you have a right to be heard. Under this law, such an arrangement is made in which rights and interests of the consumers are protected, represented, and considered. Now, what do we mean by represented? We do not know the legal language of the court. Everybody does not, right? So we have a right to hire the services of a lawyer, and he is representing us. Sometimes that representation has to be done in some other, because कोई भी product लो उसमें एक छोटे से font में लिखा होगा jurisdiction Maharashtra state only. Then what happens? आप यहाँ पे कोर्ट केस नहीं कर सकते, या कोर्ट केस यहाँ पे करोगे तो भी वो वहाँ पे ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा, बिकॉज द कंपनी इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम टू योर टाउन और सिटी. यू विल हैव टू, द केस रन्स ओवर देयर. नाउ you don't have time to every now and then go over there, right? So representation. So interest of the consumer, they are protected, represented, and they are considered by the court also, because this is legal. That right is given to you, that means it becomes legal. There are also provisions to make arrangement in which non-political, non-commercial consumer society is formed, having its own consumer representatives who can represent their interest properly. There are such organizations which are non-political. That means politics is not allowed over there. Non-commercial, it works on a non-commercial basis. That means it doesn't work on profit. आपसे उन्होंने कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं लेना है. आपका केस लड़ेंगे, अगर आप सही है तो आप जीतेंगे, अगर आप गलत है तो आप हारेंगे, राइट? सो इट इज ऑन अ नॉन प्रॉफिट, non loss. It works in that way, right? So such organizations are also accepted by law, which are non political, non commercial society. It's formed over there and it has its own consumer representatives who can represent their interest properly. Right to seek redressal. The star mark is already there. This is also very, very important. Redressal. The right gives right to the consumers to make complaints against dishonest commercial practices or loss due to negligence or ethical exploitation. Quite big words, but meaning is quite simple, because these are all legal terms. That is why legal language is used over here. Yes, language thoda atpata hai, but the meaning is quite simple and clear. Redressal. You have a right to complain. That is, that was the right, fourth right, right to be heard or represent. Here, this right gives the right to the consumers to make complaints against dishonest commercial practices. Now, what are dishonest commercial practices? Yes, the company's product is hardly 16 rupees, 18 rupees, but the MRP written on that is 40 rupees. So that is a dishonest commercial practice, lost due to negligence. So loss due to negligence. Yes, the company did not properly have a quality check, and that is why loss happened to you. It is their negligence which costed you a lot. Or ethical exploitation. Ethical exploitation should also not be there. So this right allows you to take redressal, to seek redressal. The consumer can ask for compensation against the loss that he has faced. We'll take the example of, say, a refrigerator. Yes, it worked for you very well 1 month, and then it started functioning improperly, right? And uh, you incurred a loss because it is not working properly, and nobody is answering you, nobody is responding to your request, complaints, etc. Yes, and you had to buy another refrigerator because that refrigerator is not working. Yes, so whatever 20,000, 30,000 you the product you bought with, right, you had to bear a loss, you had to still buy another refrigerator. So the consumer can ask for compensation against the loss that he has faced. For example, the consumer may ask for exchange of goods. That is what we discussed. If we have a faulty product, we have a right that the uh, shop wala, retail wala, whoever from whom we have bought the goods, he should replace the goods. Return of goods. That means we don't want a new one. We just want our money back. That is called return of goods. Return of money also. Free repair, right? Guarantee warranty may be here, and still they say you'll have to pay for the repair. Now when it is under guarantee warranty, it becomes their duty for free repair. So free repair also. Consumer may or may not ask for incentive for the loss or harassment that he suffered, right? In such situation, consumer has a right to say no to which thing? Ask for incentive for the loss. Yes, you have incurred a loss, right? Temporarily 15 days. Yes, the product that you bought did not work, and you did not get any response, you did not get back your money, you did not get a replacement of the product, whatever, you had to go through lots of hardship. You may ask for the incentive of the loss that you have incurred, or you may not ask. Yes, then also it's okay. However, it should be noted that he is eligible for an incentive. The consumer may ask or may not ask for the loss that he has incurred. If the amount is very small, say suppose 300 400 rupees का loss हो रहा है, ज़्यादा loss नहीं हो रहा है, so the consumer may say, okay, I don't want the money, but you just get the thing repaired so that my work can continue, right? So he may say no, that I don't want, but he is eligible. If he asks the producer or the dealer or the shopkeeper, they have to pay the loss of the incentive. Next right is right to consumer education. Each and every person who is a consumer, he has a right to consumer education. That means he should be informed either by the government, either by lots of agencies, the societies that are working for the consumer protection. He has a right to get consumer education. The right encourages the consumer to educate himself and become a well informed consumer. Right to consumer education is considered at village level. This is very important. We'll shift the star mark from here to here. At village level, factors such as ignorance, we already learned that lots of people are illiterate. At rural level, they are unaware, they are ignorant because they don't know things, right? So factors like ignorance, lack of awareness, etc., are responsible for lack of awareness. Because they are not aware, that is why they get exploited. Topics of consumer awareness should be included in the school curriculum. What is the best way to reach them? जो छोटे बच्चे अभी पढ़ रहे हैं उन तक अगर बात पहुंचा दो तो when they grow up they are going to be aware consumers. So it should be included in the school curriculum. Right now you are learning the same thing. You are learning about consumer awareness. You are getting educated because you have a right to get consumer education. uh, Effort should be made to train consumers and improve their skills by conducting discussion about consumer awareness in meetings, various institutions at rural level, urban level. Yes, people should go to the meetings that are held by for the purpose of consumer protection or consumer awareness so that they can become more aware and they can fight consumer exploitation. Seminars, different ways of going to the people and educating them is in the next point. Seminars, discussion, workshops, etc. are held related to consumer rights should be arranged for educating the mass, educating the consumers about their rights. Now, very important for you, duties of the consumer. They are quite a lot. First thing is we get cheated, we get exploited because we do not know what to do. If we know what to do, that means duty. If we know what to do, we are aware of what we should do, then we will not be exploited. So although consumers have several rights to get protection against exploitation, there are also certain duties. Which are those duties? Duties and responsibility of the consumer. They are 13. Rights we just learned, they are 6. Duties 13 more. While purchasing a commodity or service, consumers should think at ease and then select the product. Yes, we are always in a hurry, whether it's you or me. Yes, मार्केट में गए नहीं, दुकान में घुसे नहीं, यस 5 लोग और खड़े हैं, सबको इग्नोर किया, शाउटिंग ओ भाई वो फलाना देना, राइट. वी डोंट इवन लुक एट बैक एट व्हाट्स रिटन ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट. यस, एक्सपायरी डेट हो गया है सम ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट्स. यस, वहाँ पे 150 रुपया लिखा है, आप 200 का नोट दे के आया, बोला कितना, बस हो गया. He cheated you. So thing is, while purchasing a commodity, थोड़ा शांति रखो, right? Think at ease and then buy the product. It is the duty of the consumer to see that the product of good is of good quality, it is available at reasonable rate. You should always scan the market, see that the same product is available. One person is selling for 150, another is 120, another is 160. Which is the best one for you? Which is reasonable and which is exorbitant and of no good to you? So, at reasonable price, guarantee and warranty is offered, right? After sale services are there. पहले पता करो. Yes, ये अभी ले जा रहा हूँ, मान लो दुकान के बाहर निकलते ही नहीं चला तो, if he says no, then we can't do anything, then give it back to him. मुझे नहीं चाहिए, I want guarantee warranty. You have it, then you give me. So in that way, the people who are in the chain of selling that product, they will also get aware that now all the consumers are quite aware and they will not be easily cheated. Government has set several standards of various products marked with, we are going to learn in the same chapter, BIS, ISI, egg mark. All these marks are given on the products of various category. According to the product, you will find written on it BIS or ISI or egg mark, and we have lots of other marks. These marks allow you to very quickly acknowledge the product. If it has ISI mark, then it means that this has this company has earned a certificate from the government of India, and this product is meeting the standards decided by the government of India. So in such way, but just by looking at the mark, we get an assurance, no, ये product अच्छा होगा, reasonable होगा, and the company is also well established, good, and that is why it has earned this ISI mark, which it is putting on the box or on the product. So the consumer should prefer to buy products with such signs only, so that there is no problem of consumer exploitation. While purchasing electric or electronic goods, one should buy standard, that is good quality products only. Yes, good quality products come a little bit costly, expensive, a little bit expensive, but then lots of experiments have been done on it so that the safety of the consumer is kept in the mind. The whole of the product is good quality, it's quite durable, and that is why it is expensive, because good raw material has been used, proper care has been taken regarding the safety and security of the customer who is buying it. So while purchasing electrical or electronic goods, one should see that you are buying of some standard company, good quality product only. Second duty, when a person goes in market to buy something, he gets a number of options for the product, because the same product is produced by n number of producers, so he should not get confused with it. What he should do is, it is the duty of the consumer to see that product is carrying all the required information, right? Nothing, the consumer is not getting cheated. Yes, the box is plain all over, and nothing is written on it, neither the name of the company, neither the name of the product, no information is available on it. So consumers should avoid buying such products. All the required information should be there on the box also, and proper labeling should be done on the product also. Guarantee, warranty, if applies, should be available with the product. He should use his common sense and make wise, intelligent, calculative decisions, so that he may not be cheated or fooled, or at least it should appear that you are reading. Yes, पढ़ना लिखना तो आता नहीं है, right? Because मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, because mostly these informations they are written in uh, very small illegible fonts. इतने tiny fonts में लिखे रहते हैं, even people with good eyesight, they need a magnifying glass to read exactly what is written over there, right? So because they have to include lots of things on a small packet. Yes, so he should use his common sense while he goes to the market to purchase things, and with his intelligence he should be able to buy a very good product. Yes, and he should see that he is not cheated him. The consumer, the next duty is, the consumer should behave gently and also should keep faith in the seller or producer. Yes, हर बार जरूरी नहीं है कि हम बैट लेके मार्केट में जाए. Yes, झगड़ा करने नहीं जाना है. You should behave very gently, because you have gone to the shop. They have not invited you to come to their shop and buy things, right? You on your own have gone to the shop, inquired for the product. A product was given to you according to your satisfaction, right? So you got to behave gently and in a well mannered way. And when the seller is trying to explain you the product, then have faith in him, right? Consumer, next duty is, a consumer should insist on obtaining original bill. Most of the time we don't do it, and this is how the black money generates, because we are not asking for bill. He is also least bothered to give you a bill. Yes, because that particular product, he also did not buy it with a bill, and he wants to sell it off without a bill, so that itna amount, it's not accounted for, and that is the generation of black money. So whenever we buy something, this is because if you want to go to the court for consumer exploitation, the first thing you need to produce is the bill. Bill nahi hai to case har jaoge, right? So a consumer should insist on obtaining original bill, original receipt of items or services provided purchased by him. For products which come with a warranty, the consumer should ask for the warranty card, get it filled and signed. We don't do these things, right? We buy a TV, a booklet comes where warranty guarantee is written. It will be absolutely blank, right? We don't even bother to ask the dealer to get it stamped, signed, his address, his signature, stamp is there, and properly filled out. कब परचेज किया, कब उसका वारंटी एक्सपायर हो रहा है, कब उसका गारंटी किस डेट पे एक्सपायर हो रहा है. We don't bother to get those filled up, right? So what happens is, when that product, even though it's in that warranty guarantee period, if you did not get those things filled up at the time of purchase, what will happen is, if within 2 months that product became faulty and now you want a replacement, you will have to again go through lots of fighting in order to get that thing replaced, or returned, or you want your money back, you will have to go through a lot of trouble because you did not fill up the required things. Next, duties. Fifth one, consumers should join and form voluntary consumer organizations or associations at non-political and non-commercial that we saw. Is we should have unity. We means consumers. Consumers should have unity. Unity तभी होगी जब हम कोई central organization सब लोग इकट्ठा मिलके हम कोई ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाए जो नॉन पॉलिटिकल हो, नॉन प्रॉफिट के बेस पे काम करता हो, एंड which looks after our rights, which looks after the basic requirement of the consumer. That means the consumer should not be exploited. With the help of these organizations, they should undertake the legal fight for solution of problems related to consumer complaints as and when necessary. Whenever we have a trouble of consumer exploitation, whenever we think we are cheated, fooled, or exorbitant money has been taken from us and good product has not been given to us, we think we should take up a fight. We should take up a fight with the help of these organizations, and these organizations will then be responsible for legal fight for solution. Now we are going to fight in the court, right? So we need lots of legal advice, we need lawyers, and we need all the legal fight that is required in the court of law so that we get justice. They should also ask for representation of their organization in various consumer related government committees. The organization that is formed, yes, it should be related with government organization. Yes, representation, yes, it should be accepted, they should be approved by the government so that whenever they represent you in the court, that is acceptable. Next is duty number 6. In case a consumer is exploited, it is his duty to make verbal or written complaint to the officer of consumer department without fail. This is one of the duty that we should go through, right? If we have any problem, if we think we are exploited, then many times the people do not want to go to the legal proceedings because it is time consuming, it is also it consumes lots of money, right? So people don't want to go through the hassle or the trouble of going to the court. Yes, but it should be kept in mind that if you are exploited, it becomes your duty, unless you don't go to the court, you don't make a legal notice, exploitation is not going to stop. That person or that firm, that company, that shop, that producer is never going to understand that we should stop exploiting the customer. Consumers should seek cooperation of various consumer organizations, non-profit organizations, so as to prevent and eliminate consumer complaints. Yes, we should have more and more of consumer exploitation organization which help us in removing the exploitation done to the consumers. Seventh duty, while purchasing a product, the consumer should not make any compromise with the quality of product or its safety. Yes, it's simple. You use lots of pencils, you use lots of eraser. Eraser comes, I don't know, maybe rupee 1 or 2 rupee, 3 rupee, maybe 5 rupee, right? Because eraser का एक ही काम है जो पेंसिल से लिखा हो उसको इरेज करना, right? So you don't bother most of the time, कौन सा eraser, कोई भी हो दे दो, right? So here we do not take the things seriously. When we try to erase, black mark is left on the page and we have to write whole of the thing again because that black mark cannot be removed. So while purchasing a product, consumer should not make any compromise with the quality of the product that he is buying. It is his own lookout. If he looks after the quality, then the seller knows that now people are aware and they are not going to buy these spurious items, these faulty items, and I have to keep good quality. Though profit is less, but then people prefer only good quality products, then I should not keep these products. He should always insist on purchasing a product after checking. क्या नहीं चेक करते हम पैकिंग चेक नहीं करते. यस, पैकिंग के ऊपर लिखा है 10 इरेजर. यस, अंदर 8 ही रखा है, दुकान वाले ने 2 निकाल दिए, लेकिन आपको तो पता ही नहीं चलेगा. अगर उस टाइम पे आगे पीछे खोल के नहीं देखा तो आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि इसमें 2 इरेजर कम है. 10 होने चाहिए, 8 है. 12 होने चाहिए, 10 है. सो वी शुड चेक द पैकिंग. It is packed properly and proper quantity is there inside. You should check the rate, you should check the date of manufacture, you should check the batch number, weight if applicable, expiry date if applicable, name of the producer should be there, address etc. क्योंकि these are legal matters. Yes, अभी कोर्ट में डब्बा लेके गया, बोला ये डब्बे में प्रोडक्ट आया था, अब डब्बे के ऊपर कुछ मटेरियल है ही नहीं लिखा हुआ, राइट? How are you going to win the case? Yes, so these things are necessary. Duty number 8, while purchasing a product, if the consumer finds that the product is adulterated, duplicated or fake or underweight, then he should immediately bring it to the notice of the ट्रेडर. यस, आप बोलते हो 700 ग्राम. यस, मैं दूसरी दुकान से जाके वेट किया तो इसमें तो 660 ग्राम है, 40 ग्राम कम दिया है, या 40 ग्राम इस पैकेट में ही कम है. इट्स नॉट योर फॉल्ट बिकॉज दैट ग्रोसरी वाला ही इज नॉट पैकिंग दोज थिंग्स. जो कंपनी का स्टैंडर्ड आया वही पैकेट बेच रहा है. इट्स वो दैट पुअर पर्सन, इट्स नॉट हिज फॉल्ट, बट देन the trader, he should come to know these companies are fooling us, right? If the trader does not solve the complaint or delay it unnecessarily, then the consumer should write to the manufacturer. Yes, these are the steps in which we should go through, right? So it's not the fault of that poor fellow. Yes, वो मिर्ची पैकेट आता है, ऊपर 100 ग्राम लिखा है, अंदर 98 ग्राम ही है, राइट? सो 2 ग्राम इट्स नॉट अ बिग थिंग, राइट? लेकिन अगर 50 लोगों को उल्लू बना के वो पैकेट भेज दिया तो 100 ग्राम, तो उसका तो एक पैकेट फ्री में बन गया, राइट? सो these people they cheat like this. So if the trader doesn't solve the complaint, पैकेट के ऊपर मैन्युफैक्चरर का नाम, एड्रेस सब कुछ लिखा है, so you should write to them. Even then the manufacturer does not solve the problem, then the consumer should knock the door of the consumer court and seek justice and redressal. He has the right to seek justice. Ninth duty, consumer should purchase a product only in the quantity that he needs. He should not purchase unwanted and unnecessary products by getting attracted to the advertisement or by seeing others, or just because there is a discount in the sale. I don't want to discuss more this point, right? You understand why. You are quite intelligent people. So consumer should not waste money. That is in short. Yes, yes. Sale का नाम आते तो हम तो भागते हैं, right? We'll get it half the price. Yes, then you don't look for quality. If you want things for half the price, then why look at the quantity, quality, right? You open a t-shirt, there's going to be a big hole inside it. Yes, you bought it for 50%, you are getting 50%, right? So 10th duty is, while making a purchase, the consumer should see that the weighing scale, measurement equipment, electronic instruments को देखता है, right? कभी देखा है? नहीं देखते. So become aware consumer, right? See that your rights are not violated, see that they are not cheated. This can happen if you perform your duty properly. Yes, हमेशा जल्दबाजी में रहोगे तो काम नहीं बनेगा. So बाजू वाले ग्रोसरी शॉप है, उसको पूछो कौन से जमाने में ये वे स्केल जो है इंस्पेक्शन कराया था, राइट? आपको बोलता है 0 नहीं होता है, राइट? सो यू टेक 100 ग्राम्स ऑफ शुगर, वो पहले से एडजस्ट करके होता है, सो यू गेट 95 ग्राम एंड द काउंटर मेजर शोज यू 100, राइट? सो while making a purchase, the consumer should see that the weighing scale, measurement equipment. Yes, I told you 1 meter, yellow, छोटा आदमी बैठा है तो इतने में आएगा, राइट? यू विल बी गेटिंग 95 सेंटीमीटर इंस्टेड ऑफ 100 सेंटीमीटर, राइट? सो इन दिस वे जो भी मेजरमेंट का स्केल है, इक्विपमेंट है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स एंड स्केल्स आर प्रॉपर. Consumers should make sure that measuring equipments have been tested and verified by an authorized officer. We'll be talking about that later also, right? Each and every of these measuring equipments, चाहे सब्जी वाले के पास वो वेइंग स्केल है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वाला है, या वो फिजिकल वाला है, राइट? स्केल वाला वेइंग स्केल होता है जो एक तरफ वो 1 किलो का वेट रखो, दूसरे में सब्जी रखो, वो वाला है तो भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक है आजकल, राइट? whichever that, every after every certain period he has to go to the municipal corporation authorized officer who checks the scale and certifies that the scale is as per the authorized, it has been tested and observed that the scale is good, right? So they get a certificate of it, and that certificate is always on the back of that equipment, or whatever scale that is, it has to be there, right? Otherwise a stamp will be there. Yes, so time to time it has to be tested. The corporations everywhere, uh, these these retailers, they are supposed to take the weighing machines to over there and get it certified. These tools are not certified every year. The consumer should bring it to the notice of the weight and measurement officer, director of metrology and consumer affairs at the local level, and if required, and that is the municipal corporation. Yes, there is a authorized officer. The name of that officer is weight and measurement officer. That is the designation. Yes, the weighing scale or for measurement, whatever it is, it has to be certified by him, and only those measurements and scales should be used by the shopkeeper. And if it is not done, he is not getting it checked time to time, then we can file a complaint at the local level and we can get justice. The 11th point, while taking the delivery of gas cylinder, the consumer should be checking the seal is intact or not, or proper scale is all the scale should be carried by the person who delivers the gas cylinder. Only after checking zero, that is for taxi or auto. Whenever we hire a taxi or an auto, we should see that the meter is set to zero, and he will be having a table of it. After covering a little distance, according to table, we can pay it, right? So we should always see that the meter is at zero. Before the seller fills petrol, whenever we go to the petrol pump, these are the places where exchange of money happens, because we buy something or we take services. So whenever we go to fill petrol pump at the gas station, then we should see that the meter is set to zero, and the quantity required by you is displayed over there. And nowadays what happens is, they also have on display today's rate of petrol or diesel, so you can calculate and pay accordingly, right? See that the fuel reading is, meter pump is zero. While purchasing kerosene, we talked about in the earlier lectures also, right? That while purchasing kerosene, one should insist on purchasing only after the foam has settled down, क्योंकि वो डिब्बा नीचे रखता है, टैप ऊपर होता है, इतनी ऊपर से नीचे गिरता है तो बहुत सारा फोम होता है, and it just gives you even before the same. So you are not getting 5 liters, you are getting half a liter less in the measuring can and settle down completely. The consumer should see to it that kerosene seller dispenses kerosene from only that scale which is hung on the standard kerosene unit. If the seller dispenses kerosene from any other scale, then there are chances of cheating. Kerosene sale, I said, ये the 5 liter का एक conical shape का एक मेजर आता है, स्टैंडर्ड मेजर, 5, 2 लीटर 3 लीटर लिखा रहता है, छोटे 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 मोटे होते हैं. So see that the kerosene seller dispenses, or he gives you kerosene filled in that proper scale only. 12. If the consumer has a complaint against, now we come to bigger firms, yes, railway, bank, insurance companies, telephone companies, then he should either go himself go and file a complaint, or should complain through the consumer society. Yes, because again इसमें कई सारा प्राइवेट कंपनीज होता है, जैसे बैंक्स होता है, तो प्राइवेट बैंक्स भी है, नेशनलाइज्ड बैंक्स भी है, railways है, that is government. So we should go to complain ourselves, or we should complain it with the consumer society. They will take a case with them. He can seek compensation for physical, mental, economic harm that he faced due to lack of services or poor services. Right? You took the train from Ahmedabad to Mumbai, and it was supposed to reach you after 10 hours or 11 hours, and it took 3 days, right? So the physical and mental harassment that you had, complaint can be filed and you can get justice, or you did not get proper, even though you had a reservation, then also the reservation chart did not show your name, and you had to face a lot of harassment because of that, right? It is, maybe it's a printing error of the office, but because of that you had to face hardship, right? Bank also, lots of frauds happen, right? So you went to the bank, you did not get a proper reply, you can go to the consumer court. Insurance companies, many of them, they fool you, right? So we should be aware, and if any protection we need when we are cheated, right, we can always go to the consumer protection, and we should approach the consumer society, which can give us redressal and justice. He can seek any compensation, either you had some physical harm, right? For example, you took the railway. Mostly what happens is, whenever there is a train accident, then the government usually announces compensation so that people do not have to file a complaint and go through the legal, all the harassment, right? So before doing that, the government announces compensation. If you are injured, you will be given 50,000. If one of the there is a death in the family because of the accident, then you will be given 1 lakh, 5 lakh, so that the physical or mental loss that the consumer has suffered can be compensated. Consumers should ask the local TV news channel newspaper to display the judgment he received. Now, you fought the case. Yes, the consumer was exploited. He was harassed physically, mentally, economically in one way or another, and he filed a case. And he won the case. When we win the case, it becomes our duty to go to the local TV newspaper and advertise about the happening, right? So that by reading it, by listening to it, by hearing it, more people will be aware that yes, we were also cheated, but we just let it go. We didn't have any complaint, we didn't file any case, and we are still suffering. That person filed a case and he won, and he got the compensation, he got his money back, he also got a replacement. More people will become aware. The last of the duties, a consumer should participate enthusiastically in different consumer awareness programs. He should go and attend it so that he becomes more aware. Movement, discussion, seminars arranged by the consumer society. This way, they are encouraged for becoming more aware, and whole of the society, that is complete consumer awareness, so that less and less people are exploited. So students, we come to an end with today's lecture. Thank you, students.